There are a number of other seduction strategies I want to tell you about, but I'll give you some time to try these.
That was nuts. I feel too strong now. There's not going to be any women left in the world. Good God.
Hello guys, welcome back to Alpha Show.
This guy does not sound like an alpha male.
Change your life from negative to positive, and
this guy sounds like an accountant.
You always wanted to be. After this video, you will learn the difference between the two male personality types, alpha and sigma males. Both groups share several similarities, but they have a few distinct differences. In fact, some psychologists believe that sigma men are just introverted. Alpha men who don't care about the world. Alpha men don't need much stimulation when they are in a group before they can be active.
Who actually learns from this and believes it?
Require extra stimulation, especially if they don't desire interaction. However, this does not mean that they are shy. I shall take you through how an alpha male naturally differs from his sigma counterpart.
Don't worry about it. I appreciate the long time watching.
If you are familiar with male personalities, you will know that there are generally two types of guys. First, there are the beta males. These are the guys who tend to be more submissive while they take orders.
Right.
They're generally mediocre and are low in the dominance hierarchy.
Of course.
Also, they don't get many women. Then there are
obviously
the alpha males who are in the top 20%.
Yeah, the gamers.
They're the ones who give orders, succeed at what they do, and make things happen in society. They often get very many women, but
too many women, I'd argue.
Many don't know
Need two dicks as an alpha male.
Sigma males, and I'll be pitting them against the alpha males in this video. Some alpha male traits. Courage. An alpha male is not without
It really
fear.
must be tough being a young man growing up with the internet and getting fed shit like this.
But the alpha male can push on in a specific direction despite his fears.
But at least it gives you plenty of things to blame, like, damn, I can't help it, I was born a sigma male.
From trying.
Damn you, dad's nutsack.
The receptionist will turn on his advances, but he'll go for it anyway. Emotional intelligence, how we respond to unfavorable circumstances, plays a massive role in our lives. If you get into trouble, or she broke up with you, or you were remorselessly insulted, how will you react?
Tier 1 Dylan,
the alpha male will react by calming down and pondering on his next best action. He won't have a meltdown.
Okay, well that's pretty boring. Why is this called Alpha Show? This guy definitely falls into the sigma male category, I would argue. How to be a beast in bed, 18 proven steps. I'm gonna go out on a limb. I don't know him personally, but I don't think he's followed any of the steps.
How to be a beast in bed with girls. Hello guys, welcome back to Alpha Show, a channel that will completely change your life from negative to positive.
Finally, an alpha male representation.
To be. After this video, you will learn practical.
Looks like the kind of guy that the football team would pay to do their homework.
In bed. Girls want men who are good in bed. It's their craziest imagination. Have you ever stumbled on girls who are telling their friends that their boyfriend is a beast in bed? Guys don't have to be adult performers to excite girls sexually.
Leo.
Different things made guys great in the bedroom, and I'll be sharing with you some of these great tips. Fluster. Girls aren't the only ones who discuss sex. Guys talk about it too. They talk about how they can be better in bed as well. Many conversations seem to revolve around the talk about sex, but being a beast in bed with girls has more to do with how you as a guy approach sex, rather than doing something extraordinary.
You gotta treat it like a chess match.
In a porn movie,
gotta scholars made her pussy. They love that.
Also, you don't need to be a professor in quantum physics before you can learn how to be a beast in bed with a girl. Following the basics alone can ensure that the girl would not regret consenting to have sex with you. Mental preparatory work. To have a rewarding sex life and occupy the beast,
I cannot believe
you will have to clear all the blocks that you have towards sex itself. Our society thrusts sex and sexuality in our faces from a young age with many mixed messaging. They say to attract the girl of your dreams,
I don't even know what you're referring to. I'm trying to learn how to be a beast in bed.
Or have a six-pack of
You're talking about fucking Popeye spinach or whatever. I'm busy.
Their products, and marketers usually try to make you feel insecure about how you currently are. This can, however, leave people with inhibitions about their sex life.
Sounds nice.
Some tips to help you multiply your bed cred. Number 1.
It's a legit
stop
thing,
watching
apparently.
porn. This is the first
It's a legit
stop
thing,
watching porn.
apparently.
This is the
Thanks
first
to
piece on the
Resub
list. You must stop
Are you
watching pornography
okay to watch
if you
this?
must be good in
How to be a
bed.
beast in
On
bed?
Twitch?
Desensitizes your
Yeah,
mind to
it's
the point that it
he's
becomes
just
obsolete
drawing,
and
or
uninteresting.
rather
It
taking
prevents you
Microsoft
from
clip
using your
art.
imagination when you need to be creative.
What
As
if
a
he
matter
puts
of
a penis
fact,
on
watching
here?
pornography
He's never
rewires
seen
your
a dick in
brain.
his life.
You should check out my video titled "What
Thanks
Porn
to
Does
Tier
to
1
Your
Greece
Brain"
and the
to
Resub
learn the
Mountain Man.
negative
So to be a
impact
beast
that
in bed, you
pornography
have to
has
stop
on our
watching porn.
well-being and brain.
That's
Porn
step
doesn't
1,
usually
yeah, but there's
teach
18
you
steps.
how to
Oh,
satisfy a girl in
18.
bed and how to enjoy sex.
Yeah,
It
just got to the
merely
first
has an
one.
effect that directly appeals to your hormones, which gives you the false feeling that you are having a nice time watching
Please
naked
resub
people go down
Dragon.
on themselves. Porn is all performance and almost not real. To make her happy in bed, you must firstly declutter your mind of the false realities that porn has fed
Thanks to
you
resub
with.
Omega.
Number 2,
Good
stop
thing you
drug
don't
use.
have
Watch
any
my Stop
false
Using Drugs
thoughts
Forever
on sex, 'cause
2021
you don't
Alpha
watch
Male
porn.
Challenge
Nobody
video,
watches porn.
where I discuss the terrible
right.
implications of using drugs and how it sets you behind in being the best version
Well,
of
this is just good advice in general,
Drugs
not about being a
include
beast in
addictive
bed, just no
substances like
drugs.
coffee, significant amounts of sugar,
What's he gonna say next? Eat your
marijuana,
vegetables?
alcohol, heroin, and cocaine. Addictive substances tend to decrease levels of testosterone in men, and it disrupts
I drink
brain
coffee
chemistry.
daily, so...
That's why it can cause erectile
Thanks to
dysfunction in men,
Resublimino.
even at younger ages. If a guy doesn't have a full
That's what it
erection,
looks like,
he can't
me
wholly
again.
satisfy a girl in bed, and that's one of the worst
Oh, Sigma.
embarrassments that can happen to anyone. Number 3,
Ain't
stop
that the truth,
masturbation. I'm sure you must have
Oh.
heard that there are no medically proven negative effects of masturbation, but the evil it does are more psychological, and it's
Evil?
affecting many men today. Masturbation depletes your
Evil,
resources,
huh?
as I've explained in my no-fap
Step 4 is going to be accept the Lord as your
Oh, a
God.
no-fap
Belief that
challenge.
women aren't as sexual as men. After quitting pornography or drugs or masturbation over an extended period, you must have a new thought system about sex.
You don't do that
First,
either.
remove the idea
Nope.
that
So,
women
'cause
are not
no,
as
no, we
sexual
don't-
as
Thanks
men.
to Tier 1
things
Apollo.
here.
Progress that has
The
been
Prime
made as a
Papa.
society, there is still a dominant belief that women don't enjoy sex as men do, or that they don't
That's not
want
true.
sex frequently. That's falsity.
See,
When
you're
you
now
learn to
corroborating
sexually
his
open up to your girl, then you
bulletproof
will be amazed at the
18
depths of
steps.
the voraciousness of her sexuality. In fact, you might find it difficult to keep up. Number 5, actively accept everything about sex.
What does that
Some people
mean?
have a
Yeah.
pick and select mentality when it comes to what is right, normal, or moral when it comes to
Thanks
their
to Prime
sex
Tasty.
lives and the sex lives of others.
The Tier 1
This
myth.
mindset will hold you back from growing. Reflect to understand that everything about sex is normal, healthy, and fine. Just because it doesn't appeal
I
to
don't understand.
everyone
How does this
doesn't
make me a
mean it
beast
shouldn't
in
appeal
bed?
to others. Maybe Lucia likes being spanked, bitten, and held down,
okay.
Oh.
and John likes to cuddle, wear a cape, and listen to Frank Ocean during sex. Neither one is more right or wrong than the other. They are just two types of preferences held by two separate adult minds.
Thanks to Resub Belzo
Number
and
6,
Coconut.
invest in foreplay. Classically, guys rush into sex without foreplay with the girl. But foreplay is probably
There's no
the
way
most
he
crucial
actually drew
part
that.
defines how good you are in bed. Firstly, girls often take longer to get stimulated, so you need to warm up her sensibilities and awaken the
Mm-hmm. Which is why we
sexual
typically
in
talk
her.
about the latest
This
gaming
includes
releases
mental and
before.
physical arousal. If you are ready to make the foreplay
What do you
longer,
mean?
she might reciprocate the
Yeah.
favor.
We're
A
waiting
girl
for
knows
marriage, like the
excessively
good Christian
well how to
children we
tease
are.
a guy. You don't need to read books about great foreplay methods. You can simply use anything that appeals to you. You could reenact movie characters or a scene from some real-life situation.
Would you be
Number
the Hulk
7,
for
don't
me?
forget to bend freely in bed. You don't need to be as fit as a professional athlete, but
What
you
are
need
these
more than
steps?
an average
These
degree
aren't
of
good steps.
flexibility to impress any girl in bed. This includes doing hamstrings, lower back, midriff, and
It's like the most
abdominal
generic
exercises
advice
every
ever.
day. Consistency is important to strengthen your
Thanks to the
core.
resub
It
Scoots here.
defines
Good to
your
see you, man.
ability
Thanks
to
for the
take
gift sub,
upon
Taz.
challenging sexual poses and pleasing her beyond her
Maybe it was
wildest
Bluster.
imagination. In addition, make sure that you do some
Whatever he wants,
cardio.
Avery.
It won't be nice if you look more exhausted than your girlfriend. If you can, do a bit of stretching before going in
What do
the
the
fray
comments
with her.
say?
This may be awkward, a little bit, but it works wonders to warm up and loosen your muscles for the performance.
I think we
Number
should all
8,
do semen
discover her
retention
bed.
till age
Instead
30.
of fondling and kissing the same body parts repeatedly, try to do something different. Her whole body is open to your sexual investigations, and you shouldn't mind being inquisitive. As a tip,
Win the
try
how to be
gently
beast with
massaging and
boys.
licking her feet. You can try this with her lower back area as well. Number 9, look great in bed. A lot of guys believe that looking good in bed is mainly a female thing. Just because she looks so hot in her lingerie doesn't mean that you don't need to look nice.
I'm learning a lot.
Looking nice includes trimming or waxing your body hair, ensuring that the surface area in
Exit Prime, Tom Birdman. I'm too invested now to quit. I want to see all 18.
Regularly. This helps to render a smoother, shinier.
I do also, even though I'm in the middle of my
moisturizing and using.
I can just fill you in on what you miss if you want to go back.
When you feel sexy yourself, your confidence will show in your praise, and this will magnetize her towards you. Number 10, identify what she wants. Try to be better at perceiving what she wants in bed. Use your hands to increase and decrease the pressure you apply on her and gauge what makes her respond more favorably. Similarly, adjust your speed as you go about ravaging her.
This guy is definitely getting a semi-chub making this.
What arouses her more. Number 11, be explorative. Go beyond what you read or watched on YouTube. Try not to be restricted in trying out new things.
How are you supposed to be explorative if you can't watch porn?
Ask her to wear sexy beachwear, including
because you can watch Alpha Show.
You can explore many options. If you guys have
He's going to teach you all you need to know.
Try the rougher approach once. Do not forget to encourage her to share her secret desires with you.
What if she watches porn, though? Then is that a problem?
It's ruined.
Before or role play. For instance, you can do it on the dining table, or the cold floor might be a comfortable change from your bed. You can
comfortable
games that are more like long foreplay.
The cold floor.
A few parking lots like teenagers would do before riding.
No idea what that means, monkey.
You can also ask her not to wear her inner as you drive home. Ensure you caress her less covered parts to arouse her when driving home. Number 12, presence is important.
Yeah, you'd probably have to be there, I think.
Make eye contact occasionally.
I guess unless you're like
her moment
ethereal spirit raping women or something, I don't know.
Get out of your head and enjoy yourself. A big part of sex is getting out of your head and dropping into your body. So let go of your daily stressors and just get on with it. Number 13, show that you can handle everything she gives you.
What if
if the first time she does a kind of grunt or growl and you show that it freaks you out, then she will know that you didn't receive it well and would forever feel.
What if she just starts beating me up?
The sexuality around you, and that's
you gotta take it.
Can I just ask her to stop hitting me?
To the point that you can handle whatever she hurls at you. Whether it is moaning, grunting, scratching your back,
Italian, virtual, sapphic, and easterly.
What you need to, stay present and hold the kind of sexual space that she requires from you, then you will be able to receive it well. The more you show her that you can handle whatever she throws, the more deeply she will be able to trust you and surrender with you sexually. Number 14, appreciate her with generous praise. Everyone
look beautiful this morning.
High fives.
Hang up about their body.
Doing great.
Good wetness.
Human nature, or at least human nature for people who have been raised with silly amounts of marketing thrown at them from all sides. Be generous with your praise in and out of the bedroom. Show her and tell her what you find attractive about her often, and it will ease her worries that she is feeling a bit bloated, sweaty, or oily, etc. Number 15, focus on yourself. You should focus on yourself too and ensure that you fully feel your sexual pleasure. So get out of your head by dropping into your body. Put your entire attention on the parts
that goes against the steps. These are proven. Yours is anecdotal.
Completely feel them. Number 16, lead harder. As a man, you must lead even in bed. If you tend to let your partner lead your sexual experiences, whether that be where you...
That's typically why I wear war paint and take a flag, stab it through the mattress.
To see how leading feels like. Be decisive, make requests, or just physically take your partner and lead them into the positions you want them in. Number 17, last longer. If you want to last longer in bed, have a grip on your ejaculatory or orgasmic response. The way you can do this is to cut out caffeine and refined sugars, as they are stimulants that negatively affect libidos. Then get a good night's sleep as regularly as possible. Your testosterone only produces in the nighttime.
That's the only tip he had for that.
Linking your presence and your ability to last longer is your ability to breathe. Several guys hold their breaths when they are in the middle of passion. Holding your breath leads to added stress and tension in your muscles. Meanwhile, the tenser your muscles are, the faster you will go to climax. I was about to say you should watch Which They Look For in a Woman next, but it's 44 minutes. Will go
that's a whole TED Talk.
Experience your sexual pleasure and will help you last longer in bed. Which method do you
Well, I've become a beast now.
Most effective for you? And just before I...
Now I've done it.
We shall be beasts in bed.
Yep.
After marriage.
Thanks to the lessons learned here today. How to make a girl horny. How to make a girl instantly horny. How to make any girl wet and horny. Oh, this is just a more improved version of this. Why have this without the wet? Why dry horniness? How to become Sigma male. Rarest male type.
It's Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. Thanks to the Prime, Fable and Jack and Canned Pics. And happy birthday, Lazario. Well, let's see how we do this.
Hello guys, welcome back to Alpha Show, a channel that is about to turn into a fucking
I'm not gonna stay here and watch this one with you.
I'm going to teach you some simple psychological tricks on how to make any girl, whether she is your friend, girlfriend, co-worker or anything else, horny as fuck. But before we start, I want to mention our course and shout out some of our Alpha members that took this course and are already making huge progress.
Oh, so this whole channel is NoFap?
As well, check it out and change your life forever. Course is designed to guide you with daily challenges, step by step to stop fapping forever, gain extreme confidence, talk to random girls like it's a piece of cake, and completely change your lifestyle. So I started implementing these tricks into my game lately, and I swear that this works like magic. Before you can take woman to your bed, you first have to make her want to fuck you. Is that correct?
No.
Which is why today I want to
a
few tricks that are proven to get any girl wet and horny for you in just minutes.
Okay, alright, let's learn.
I've gotten plenty of girls in the mood myself, so I know what I'm talking about. Number 1, let her know you want to fuck her. A lot of men
that's easy.
That they need to be sneaky.
Hello, ma'am. I am approaching you with fuck intentions.
But attempting to
do you reciprocate?
Into thinking you're just being friendly when you first make contact is actually a major mistake. Women aren't stupid. If you go up to a girl at a bar and awkwardly make small talk about the weather, she'll see right through you. And if beating around the bush doesn't come off as creepy and insecure, which it almost always does, the most you can hope for by pretending to be her friend is that instant friend zone. And
perfect, that's where I want to be.
There. I'll never forget the story of my friend Drew told me a while back. See, Drew was at the party and got a girl way out of his league to sleep with him, using only 4 words. We are going to fuck. He even showed me pictures, and sure enough, this
I don't think that's how it happened.
But apparently very standoffish.
I have to question George.
Whenever anyone tried to make conversation, she'd just laugh in his face and shut him down immediately. Now, Drew may not be the most handsome,
but this is exactly what someone that would watch this video wants to hear.
So he marched right up to her, and instead of trivial chit-chat, he simply said, "Hi, I'm Drew, nice to meet you, we're going to fuck." Then just walked away. Well, guess what? This girl followed him around like a puppy dog the rest of his night.
Yeah. Probably trying to give a description to the police officers. That's the rapiest thing of all time.
You didn't just get lucky that night. You see, once you plant the thought of fucking you in a girl's head, but don't put forth any further effort, she'll subconsciously see you as
tier 1 big cheesy in the resub cast,
and in turn want to prove herself worthy of your attention. This works even if you've been together for years. Similarly, possessively putting your hand on her lower back around her waist or on her shoulder while you are out in public is a subtle but assertive way of letting her know.
How about just a spank on the cheeks and tell her good game?
Number 2, find excuses to touch her. Women are very responsive to physical contact, and even a seemingly casual connection with her body can trigger arousal. Okay, so my female friend actually told me that sometimes she gets very turned on when a complete stranger brushes up against her in just the right way. Or another story that my female friend told me is that one time she was on a flight and had to change her panties halfway through, all because the guy that was sitting next to her kept accidentally grazing her leg. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that if your girl tells you she's not in the mood,
2 things I'm sure happen.
Even the object of your affection doesn't think of you as a
this
guy.
Girl I know once told me
change her mind in
that she pissed her pants on a plane out of pure ecstasy,
rub or foot massage, but
just from seeing a big man drink a Coke.
Relaxation into foreplay. A massage gift lets you get close enough for her to pick up on your scent, a natural source of sexual stimulation, and gets her thinking about other parts of her body that your hands might feel good on. And if you are with a woman that you f***ed before, turning her on becomes even easier. Here's an idea. Instead of asking for sex and trying to imitate in the usual sloppy make session, surprise her with a long, tight hug from behind instead. After holding her for a few seconds, start to caress her teeth with one hand and work the other slowly on.
Did I miss a step, or are we doing this to a stranger? Hold on, let me just double check. I'm not trying to catch a charge.
Source of sexual stimulation, and gets her thinking about other parts of her body that your hands might feel good on. And if you are with a woman that you f***ed before, turning her on becomes even easier.
Okay.
Here's an idea. Instead of asking for sex or trying to imitate in the usual sloppy make session, surprise her with a long, tight hug.
So this is someone I'm familiar with then.
After holding her for a few seconds,
so like a family friend or something?
With one hand and work the other slowly on along her inner thighs. If you do this while slowly kissing her neck at the same time, she's certain to drop whatever she was doing and make your
That's what I'm saying, cougar.
Number 3. Eye contact. At this very moment, you are armed with what some believe to be the most powerful weapon against sexual rejection, your eyes. I've heard that women can actually be hypnotized into a state of sexual arousal through the eye contact alone. But even
I've heard that too, the Sharingan.
A seductive gaze goes a long way. By maintaining direct eye contact during a conversation, you immediately project confidence and establish a sense of intimacy. But here's the trick. While your eyes are meaningfully locked on hers, let them wander to other parts of her body every so often, like her lips or breasts. Let them linger there just for a few seconds.
What if I try and throw her off by like looking at her arms?
Nothing ever happened. It's a little move I like to call instant sexual tension, and even though it's easy, it's also insanely powerful. Any guy who knows about this technique is more than an expert flirt. He's a master of mind control.
As a tier 1 Chris.
Dirty compliments. There is a direct connection between a woman's ears and her pussy, and the two things that make even the biggest prude melt are compliments and dirty talk. Now here's some intel most men are.
Give me some examples.
If a girl appears uninterested in sex, it's not because she doesn't like to fuck, because she does, and she may very well want you to fuck her, but oftentimes the problem is that she's simply too insecure about her body.
Yes, that's the only reason she doesn't want to fuck you. God, if only I could fuck this Redditor. I'm just too insecure. He's too good for me.
But sometimes compliments alone aren't enough to get her thinking about how good your cock might feel right then and there. So,
He's the prime null.
A little dirty talk.
Resublangular.
The combination of sexually charged language and flattery instantly boosts her self-image while turning her on at the same time. Simple phrases like "you have the sexiest legs," "your lips look addictive," or "every inch of you turns me on" are sure to take a casual cuddle with your girl to the next level. But they are also innocent enough to use on a cutie you're looking to take home from the bar. And lastly, remember this. At the end of the day, your ability to influence a woman's mind and body is based on the amount of confidence you exude.
Yes.
You've probably heard this a million times, but it's true. Self-assurance is one of those funny things that turns a guy who's 3 or 4 in the looks department into a total 10, at least from a female standpoint. And the way you carry yourself for the hours or minutes leading
you too can be a superhero.
Make or break your chances.
All you need to do is hypnotize women or something.
Make a girl come. There are a number of other seduction strategies I want to tell you about, but I'll give you some time to try these.
That was nuts. I feel too strong now. There's not gonna be any women left in the world. Good God. Well, I've learned a lot.